There's such a rich history of queer people running away to big cities and finding their community and their friends in clubs. And it's been such a breeding ground for creativity for the past 50, 60 years, at least that we know of, if not longer.
Nightlife, for me, is where you can show your strongest sense of togetherness, your strongest sense of expression in culture, of culture.
The club is where we meet each other, it's where we organise, and it's where we form these bonds, we create our family, and it's where we become powerful and fearless enough to tackle all the hatred and bigotry that we face in the outside world.
I am the hostess with the mostest. I present this show called Jason's Closet, and it's where I go into different club scenes on the mic, do my little thing. London is a bubble in itself, a creative hub. And your bubble is usually you and your friends, and you all kind of have the same outlook on life. With Jason's Closet, what I was aiming to do was burst that bubble and get people mixing with different people that they wouldn't usually mix with.
I'm part of the London ballroom scene, which means I Vogue. The London ballroom scene is Black queer culture. It's just a community away from home, so it's like your chosen family instead of your blood family. A community where you get to be yourself, express who you are, what you are, in any shape, form, or size, and you're accepted. These are movements that you're not used to, that you're either told that it's not normal for you to be as feminine growing up, so you close that part in your life. And then joining ballroom, it's like, oh bitch, you can be whatever the fuck you want, be as feminine and as extra as you want, and that will give you the attention that you deserve.
Pussy Palace, I would say, is a collective and a community that prioritizes women, trans people, and non-binary femmes of color.
Our goal is to throw parties and host a space where people in the LGBTQ+ community can feel comfortable and safe.
And it's necessary where people of color are often left out of the conversation and not prioritized. So Pussy Palace allows them to have that one night every month where they know they can come and just be themselves.
The queer scene is the most fun. We have the most characters. First of all, I know that beauty comes from within, but the look is everything for a night out. The look is the key to get your night pumping.
People dress up and express themselves to really just have fun with their identity and play around with that. For me, Inferno is a catwalk, it's an art exhibition, it's a runway, it's a really beautiful rave that you're going to meet so many interesting people from all walks of life. People who are either expressing themselves to extremes or people that are wearing hardly any clothes. And it's a place without judgment where you can just let your hair down and really have a good fucking time. The sound of Inferno is very dark, very industrial, lots of techno, very hard dance, trance style beat that overwhelms your body and you feel the vibrations shake through your core.
I discovered my gender identity through the club. It was the first time I ever presented as female. It's when I started throwing the name Lucia around to see if it fit and have people accept me as that. Harpies is the first LGBT plus strip club in the UK. It's more of like a queer party and a celebration. It's about being liberated and loving who you are.
Harpies is a fabulous example of queer nightlife and also queer and trans communities intersecting with cis and straight communities.
It's just this hedonistic playground where anything's possible. Queer people and LGBT people finally got to be proud of their sexuality and proud of their gender and their bodies and expressing who they are.
Pussy Palace is a real continuation of resistance because we feel that resistance in the air at the party. Places like Pussy Palace exist because we didn't have anywhere else to go. You don't have to throw your fists up, it's just there.
Where the authorities and the system has dropped off and not been helping our community, Pussy Palace has been forced to step in for the people and be their support system. There's a lot of people, the outfits that they wear to Pussy Palace, they wouldn't wear to other parties.
Exactly.
So, and Iron's there to be like, you look good, and it works.
The plans for London Trans Pride were discussed in a smoking area, drunk at Harpy's nightclub.
Trans Pride was very much a sense of disbelief. We put it on not knowing how many people were going to show up.
Thousands of trans people. We marched through central London, closed down Piccadilly Circus.
The Black Lives Matter revolution cannot be led by cis black men. It's queer black women that are going to lead this revolution. The queer movement isn't inclusive, which is crazy because, you know, it was rooted in queer trans black women.
I think it's important to step back and realize what we have. Obviously, acceptance in wider society is the end goal, but we have such a tight-knit community, and I think that that's really valuable.
I think queer spaces now need to go into a space where we can merge it with the rest of the world.
We've just had the biggest civil rights movement in history, and I'm feeling full of love and rage and sadness, but that's all getting channeled into a very good, wholesome place.
Everything that's going on in the world, we need to stop educating and explaining and teaching people things where we're actually tired. As much as we have the answers, you need to find the answers for yourself.
Literally, you have the same internet that we do, you have the same libraries that we do, like just read, sis.
We need trans people to feel comfortable all the time, not just in queer-centered nightclub spaces. It's not enough.